Okay, it's August. Half the year is basically gone. And if you're anything like me, you probably had a list of things you wanted to do this year. Maybe you already went on some holidays and now you're back thinking you need a reset. You need to check in with yourself again and see what the next half of the year is looking like. Maybe you need to take a look again at your vision board, see what has come into fruition. Maybe you need to adjust some of the goals and I guess things you wanted to manifest for this year. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. I have been watching a few mid-year resets, and I do feel like sometimes they might be a bit too overwhelming, especially for someone who kind of already has a lot in their mind and feels like quite scatterbrained, especially if you're using a lot of different programs to like organize your life. Like, for example, a lot of people use Notion, use Excel. I don't know. At the same time, they'll use like journals and stuff. So I kind of wanted to simplify things because I do feel like that works for certain type of people. But for me, I found that it doesn't really work that well. And I find myself kind of losing track of things or going way too hard initially, but then kind of losing everything. Also, it's kind of like preparing for the end of summer, beginning of fall, which I do feel like is one of my favorite seasons of the year. Yeah, I love coziness. I do love summer as well though, but I feel like because I've traveled so much already this summer and we were just in the beginning of August, I feel like in a way I'm ready for fall to come. So this is kind of like the wrapping up of summer for me, wrapping up of the first half of the year, and yet preparing for what's to come. So the first thing I'm gonna do is look back at what I initially planned and wrote down for my new year, beginning of the year intentions and goals and habits that I wanted to maintain. I want to look into that first, and then we'll start planning things afterwards. So this is looking back at what I first wrote in January and see where we stand at the moment. This is the journal that I use specifically for New Year or end of year check-ins and New Year intentions. I just write down what I feel at the end of the year and the beginning of the year. Usually I do this around like December, beginning of January. But I do want to start doing mid-year resets just so I don't lose track of things. So that's what we're going to do today. This is what it looks like. This is what I do 2025 year in review. So I just kind of look through what I wrote down and see where my mind was at the time. The first thing that I write is things that were good. So I just write down things that were good back in 2025. Things I learned this year, things I overcame, things I'm proud of, things I did for myself. Where was I at the end of 2024? Where am I in 2025? And then I just write down life buckets. So here I write down where I want to focus on this year. So what I have here, I have 5 buckets that I wrote down. I have creativity, personal growth, finance, community, family and friends. And then I write down daily habits for each of those buckets that I can implement or change so I can achieve those goals. So all of this, whenever I do this also reflects on my vision board because I also do a vision board for the year. We will also be assessing that afterwards. So stay tuned for that because I think I'm going to redo it. I'm going to change a few things because there are a few things in there that have come into fruition, which is really exciting. But yeah, other things that I want to focus on as well. So what do I have here? Creativity. Go to galleries and shows, intentional consumption, take more photos and videos, and write more. So I feel like I've been sticking to it, but not as consistently as I would like, especially intentional consumption and writing more. I also wanted to add read more as well. So that's going to be added now whenever I write down like my goals for this second half of the year. But the other things I feel like I have been quite good at. So I've gone to galleries and I've gone to concerts. So yeah, I think I just need to stick to it and kind of focus on the things that I haven't been carrying as well. Then I have personal growth. I have here want to do online course and further develop a creative skill. So here I feel like I have been doing it. Like I think YouTube is improving my speaking skills. I feel like that's improving quite a lot. Editing, I've been taking a lot of photos and videos, which has been quite nice, improving my skills. But I also want to do those online courses. I need to research that better, but I want to look into having I kind of want a constant way of learning. That might be online courses, but I also want to read more. So I don't tend to go for fiction books. I've done quite a lot of self-help. I want to do more psychology and anything that has to do with how the brain works, how human works. I'm very interested in that. Different ways of thinking as well. So I kind of want to dive into those type of books. Also some fiction, because you can learn a lot from that as well. But I still need to figure out what is my literary style. Finance, keep saving towards a house and be mindful about where I spend my money. So as someone that's been actively looking for a job for the past 7-8 months, I need to be a bit more responsible with where I spend my money. I haven't been that great with it. But I have also been working agency work as a barista, as a freelance barista. So that's been sustaining me. I need to be more efficient with the days that I work and days that I have off. I feel like I have been a bit too easygoing with it, which has allowed me to dive a bit deeper into my hobbies and just spending time alone and kind of organizing everything up here. But I feel like the next coming months I really need to focus on working more to make more money or find other ways of making money online. Maybe I'm still researching, so yeah, I need to look into that. I've watched people talk a lot about UGC content and people making money out of it, but I don't know if I would be able to do it. I don't know if, it might be something that I try, but we'll see, because I would like to be able to make money online. Next, community. Surround myself with like-minded people, find some sort of third space for creatives, and maybe create something online. I guess here I was talking about making new friends, finding a third space that I would go to consistently, and I guess just be a regular somewhere, which is kind of weird, but I feel like that's a way of kind of creating community and getting to know the people around you. But it's quite hard because as an introverted person and someone that kind of struggles with creating friendships and being social in general, I'm still trying to figure out what is it that I actually want, because I do enjoy spending time by myself. So I'm not sure, I need to find the right balance, because I know that having friends is very important, having a community is very important. I found some online things where you can get into groups and go and have do activities with those groups. Maybe in a running club or a crafts club, an all girls hangout club, something like that. Yeah, I need to look into that. The next few months might be when I try it out for the first time. We'll see. Create something online. I think here I was referring to an online community. I guess maybe through just online with YouTube. I feel like I'm still in the beginning stages, so it takes a long time to create a community and it has to be something intentional. But yeah, it's still one of my goals and it's something that I'm still working towards. I think I'm doing enough for that. I'm slowly building, I guess, myself online, and the right people will find the content that I'm making, will find me. So I'm not putting too much pressure into that, basically. Family and friends. Continue to go to Portugal for summer and Christmas and make efforts to spend time with them. Another thing that I feel like I have been doing quite well this year, I went back home for summer and I also went on a family trip to Cabo Verde, which is my mom's country. We went there with my parents and my sister and it was great. It was so good. Also spent time with my family. We had a big party together, which was really fun. I think next year I want to try and go August, because a lot of people go back August time. So I might have to do that next year. So yeah, I'm planning to go this Christmas as well. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And that's it. That's what I have for, I guess, what I wrote down in January. Another thing is my journal. Okay, so cute. So I did this one myself. I'm really proud of myself. Did I do this at the beginning of the year? I think I did. So what do I have here? This is what my journal looks like. I have a folder where I put loose stuff that I kind of want to add to it. And then I have a memory book, I have a journal, and then this is kind of like a sketchbook. It's all about the little moments. Okay, so here, let's take a look. Here I have a little bit about like my trip to Portugal in the Christmas time. I have like my vision board for the year. I had also created like winter vision board, or like mood board. Yeah, this is more of like a mood board. And then I had, starting from January, I had a few pictures, like just things we did. February, Valentine's Day. What else? I have like more stuff here when I went to like a solo date and I went to the museum and just walked around Soho, went to a few shops. Oh, birthday, that's March, that's April. That's it so far, even though it's the beginning of August, because I haven't really been sticking to updating the journal. That's what I'm going to be doing today. I need to make sure everything is ready to go for the next months. So I have May, June, July to do. I already printed a few pictures, quite a lot, because a lot happened in this like last 3 months. That's another reason why I haven't been able to keep up with this. I also wrote down a mid-year review, or like a mid-year check-in. So yeah, I kind of did the same thing. I wrote down what I'm most proud of, what I made, creative life, what has been hard, and what I'm looking forward to. So maybe I'll give you a little gist of what I wrote down here. So one of the things I'm really proud of is that I posted my first YouTube video. Well, it's not my first, in this channel at least, in March as like a birthday present for myself, because I was really nervous and scared of doing it. But now I'm thinking like, why didn't I do it sooner? It's a fun hobby to have. I think so far I've posted 6 or 7 videos, I think. I'm proud because I stuck to it and ignored like the negative voices in my head, because like externally I have no reason not to do it, or I don't have anything externally that would like be against it. It's just my own head. I just get worried and self-conscious and scared of what people might think. But I know that that's exactly what I need to block out. That's just not healthy to live in that way. I have been having a lot of fun creating and coming up with ideas and taking photos, taking videos, documenting life, documenting my thoughts. And yeah, I stayed mostly in a good headspace, even though I'm not working full-time. I think for so many years I've been working full-time, doing extra hours. I don't know why, but I always prioritized making sure I was making as much money as I possibly could at a job. That I neglected my creative needs. I neglected like what my younger self wanted. I kind of forgot about it. So I was just like so focused on like working, making money, going to another job that would pay me more, that I forgot like I didn't even want to do this in the first place. Like this was never plan A. This was never something I wanted to do. So I think that kind of changing my mindset and realizing that I was stuck in like chasing something that I didn't even want in the first place, kind of changing that and still staying in a positive mindset has been really good. Like for the most part, like there's times where like I do feel down. I feel like I doubt myself. I'm worried. Like I feel very lost. And I start comparing myself to other people, and that's not good. So I'm proud of myself for not like becoming desperate and trying to figure out what this transition phase looks like and trying to make it work, basically. At the same time, balancing a creative development or getting back to my creative self again. Another one is chose to enjoy family moments and travel with them to Cape Verde, even though I have some money anxiety. Exactly. So here I prioritize being with family, and instead of trying to chase more money or trying to make more money and just having this like negative, I guess, of scarcity mindset. Because making memories is more important. Being there for your family is more important. Life is too short. Still actively choosing experiences over comfort or isolation. Yeah, this one is like quite hard, because I feel like I chose the opposite for so long that I kind of had to like deprogram my mind, and it's like a constant thing. There's gonna be days where like I just cannot move. I am just like paralyzed. I feel like yesterday was one of those days, but today I woke up and I'm like, no, you're not doing this again. You just get up, get up, put some lipstick on, and do something. Do what you said you were going to do. And I think this is one of the things that I want to dive in deeper in the next coming months, because like nothing really comes from just comfort and stagnation. Like you need to move, you need to try new things, you need to experience things. Even try things that you thought you didn't like or that you initially didn't like. Just try it again. Like after a few years, you might actually like it. So this is the year experimenting for me and coming out of my comfort zone. Things I made this year. I made a journal out of leather. This one that I showed you earlier. I still have a lot of leather to do something with. Started to journal again. So I used to do journaling a few years ago. It was like when I was like really down. I don't know what prompted me to do it. Like, I don't remember what made me write down things, but it was a really great way for me to process feelings and thoughts at that time in my life. But I feel like it's also important to do that when you're not in the dumps, basically. It's a healthy practice to have. Also, another thing is that I started to bake. Well, not that often. So like I've done like a couple of things. I tried to make pizza from scratch. I made some cinnamon buns that were delicious. I made cupcakes. I need to try and like do some more, but it's been so hot. I cannot be near the oven. My kitchen just turns into like a sauna anytime we cook anything. So I think I'm gonna have to wait out until the fall comes to try and do something else. Channel Creative Life. Started this channel as a form of self-expression and documentation of myself, my existence, and the things and people around me. So this is quite a tricky thing because I've watched social media evolve for so many years, but one of the things that has always been a comfort for me has been YouTube. Many years ago, I made a channel, but I was too shy to like show my face or anything. I was just putting like art videos on. That was quite fun, but I only made a few. I was too scared, but I wish I had stuck to it. I wish I had like started from then, but I feel like it's good to see yourself from an outside perspective. I don't know if this is like narcissistic of me, or there's something quite interesting to like observe. As someone that lives so much in their head, it's interesting to see yourself from the outside, experiencing the world and like interacting with things. I need to like look up why this is it, but that's how I felt like whenever I would do like a video, have to edit it myself. I feel like it made me be a bit more kinder to myself in a way. I don't know why, but seeing myself from an outside perspective has been very helpful for me. So yeah, I recommend maybe try and just watch yourself from an outside perspective, hearing your own thoughts and like your own feelings and how you express yourself, things you light up about, things you get excited about, because you can see that on yourself, like in your eyes. Like you can see what actually makes your soul excited. It helped me slow down and be more present, to notice moments, thoughts, and images that otherwise might not have been given the attention they deserved. Just whenever I'm like with my camera capturing, in a way, it makes me be a bit more present. So far, because this is still like it's still just a hobby for me. I know that some people that have this as their career or as their job have a lot of pressure on the whole thing, so they don't enjoy it. They feel like they end up not present, trying to capture everything and like trying to see things like from a camera instead of like experiencing them fully. But I haven't felt that just yet. Like I feel like I'm quite good at like knowing when to pull out my camera and when to be present. And every time I've pulled out my camera afterwards, whenever I'm editing, I'm so happy past me grabbed the camera and recorded it or took a picture of it. So yeah, I think it's been helping me notice things, like notice composition, notice colors, movement of things. Yeah, I feel like I've just been more aware of the beauty in general. Certain things I said and images I captured really surprised me. It's very interesting to see yourself from the outside in a way that is just observant and not judgmental. So this is kind of what I meant earlier by seeing yourself from an outside perspective, just observing yourself and learning from yourself instead of judging yourself. And that's very important. I want to lean more into capturing a vibe, feeling, emotion, being able to offer my point of view and taste more eloquently. What has been hard? It has been hard doing it in a shared space. I crave having my own time and room to create uninterrupted. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend, and I do crave having my own space. I just wish I had like a room where I can have all of my stuff already set up without me having to put it away and like reorganizing everything just so I can like do a video or like make some art. I feel like if I had a room just for myself, I would be a lot more productive. But yeah, at the moment we're gonna have to work through that. The one thing that was draining was working in certain coffee shops. I've also stopped myself from being a people pleaser in those situations and left. I'm proud of that too. So there has been situations where I'll be more like frequent at certain coffee shops and that I don't feel as good in just the environment. So decided to leave and carry on with my freelancing, which has been good because I do tend to be a people pleaser, which is, I hate this about myself, but I will a lot of times prioritize other people's like comfort or other people's convenience and just neglect mine. So yeah, that's been another exercise that I need to do more of. I think I've been hard on myself with expectations of what I'm producing for YouTube. I have a strong vision, but only started 3-4 months ago. Sometimes I expect the same from myself as people I admire who've been creating for almost a decade. So yeah, that's the thing of like comparing myself to other people. Yeah, I just need to like chill out. I just need to calm down and just do what I'm doing and just stop myself from comparing to other people. Obviously, my content is not going to be the same as someone that's been doing it for like 10 years. Someone that has like a huge house, has this as their job, for example. Like I need to just do what I need to do what I can do with what I have, and yeah, just go with the flow. Basically, I need to be gentle with myself and patient. It will all come with practice. I need to allow myself to be a starter at things and fail at some things, to learn from it and tune up my skills and taste. I just need to keep reminding myself that it's okay to be a beginner or something. It's okay to develop into greatness or develop into a high skill. I think it's because, you know, when you're one of those kids that used to be praised for like, oh my God, you're so good at drawing. And obviously as a kid, you didn't even try. Like you're just doing something and oh my God, you're so good at that. And then you get used to being good at something. And then you go to school and you're the best at that. And then you go to another school that's like for like arts, for example, and you're no longer the best. And that like kind of messes up with your head a little bit in a way that if you're not good at something straight away, you won't want to do it at all. Like there is no, okay, I'm not good at this, let me try harder. That's not really how my brain worked. And yeah, that's another of one of those things that I need to like deprogram from my head. That is like, it's okay to be a beginner at something. It's okay to suck. It's okay to be cringe. It's okay to be like weird. It's okay to try. Like I've always felt like kind of embarrassed about trying, but like, what are you gonna do? Just spend your whole life not wanting to try things and just die without trying? Like, do you want to be old? Do you want to be in your 80s? I think, damn, I should have tried this. I should have done that. I don't want to feel like that. Like, I don't want to be old and just regret not trying something or regret not allowing myself to be a beginner at something just because I was like embarrassed or ashamed or comparing myself to others. So I think it's important to focus on allowing yourself to be the beginner at something, and it's okay to not be the best at it. Another thing, I don't know if I'm being like too personal sharing all of these, but I've been avoiding telling people about my YouTube, a new hobby. I'm scared about what they think or say about me putting myself out there, that it might seem vain or superficial or like I'm trying too hard. Yeah, kind of like what I was saying about being scared of other people thinking that you're trying. And also like that might seem vain or superficial because obviously we're in an age where there is so many like influencers online, and like at this point anyone that is online is an influencer. I don't agree. As someone that's been like watching YouTube since like 2008, I do not agree with that at all. Like there's definitely a lot of creators that I don't see them as influencers. I feel like the whole big thing of influencing kind of started, it was mostly like around 2016. It got very commercialized. And then again with TikTok is just insane, just ads everywhere. They're all like trying to sell you something. But I feel like now YouTube is going kind of against that. Yeah, we just crave connection, we crave something real, we crave comfort. I have quite a lot of people that I watch on YouTube that are like my comfort watch, and they've been for many years, and that's kind of the direction that I want to take my YouTube channel. I want to be real and just be authentic to myself. Like, I'm not saying that I would never want to monetize it, or I would never want to be able to turn this into like a way of sustaining myself, but I would still want it to be as authentic as possible and not turn into like what they're saying TikTok is turning into, just QVC channel. I want to be authentic and real, and for me to do that, I can't be worried about what others people might think or what they actually want from my content or like the internet. So yeah, I can't be worried about what I'm coming out or how I'm going to be perceived. That's what I'm trying to say. I also have like some reflections on home and identity here. Being back home reminds me of teenage me, of being with my family and how everyone really is a mirror of yourself. What I see reflected there is a bit different than what I see here in London. There is more pure, playful, comfortable, connected with nature. Here is a bit more bitter, less color, quieter, more careful, alarmed, reclused. So that's what I tend to see on myself whenever I'm back home in Portugal and when I'm here. And this is something I want to really try and change. I need to bring more color into my life here in London because I tend to be very reclusive and not as much out there and like trying to have experiences as I am when I'm back home. So I'm definitely gonna have to try and build a community here and try and make friends and try and have new adventures and new experiences, because I think that's what's going to bring more liveliness and more color into my life here in London. Looking forward. What are we looking forward for the next few months? I want the second half of the year to carry on this way. New adventures, new experiences, new memories I'll be able to capture. But yeah, I just want to kind of do the same that I have been doing when it comes to like putting myself out there, experiencing life more and capturing it and documenting it. I want to develop my personal style and taste and be less influenced by trends. Yeah. Lately, in the last few months, I kind of just wanted to get rid of all my clothes. I just want to like take my wardrobe, just throw it out the window. That's how I've been feeling lately. I feel this like shifting energy in the world and in me, and I needed to match it. And at the moment it's not matching it, but at the same time I don't want to fall into like this like hyper consumerism, buying in a bunch of things that I'm being marketed on like TikTok or social media in general. I don't want to fall for trends. Like, I really want to focus on what is my style, what I'm personally attracted to, what feels like me. So that's one of my goals for the next few months. I feel like fall, it's a bit more me, like the clothes from like fall season. So I might grab a few pieces, but I need to be very intentional with that. So yeah, that's a goal that's for the next few months. I want it to feel fun and exciting. So I think with this, I just need to add more spontaneity as well. Be more open to spontaneity and just be open to hang out with new people. So a few things that I would like to do for myself this next few months. I think for me it's probably, I would like to go to a few more concerts by the end of the year. I want to start reading more, so I think I'm gonna be going to the library. I have a library nearby. Like, it's better than having to buy books all the time. So I think I'm gonna try doing that and just discover new music. They say that I think like your music taste stops at like 30 or like you stop discovering new things, but I really want to like make sure I keep developing my taste and like my musical horizons and just learn about new music that's coming out, because I love music and I love to discover new music, and it's something that brings me joy. So like, why did I stop listening to new stuff for so long? Oh, another thing, I would love to meet someone else that is also doing YouTube as well, and is also in the beginning stages. Like, I would love to meet someone that's understands it and is excited about it and would love to talk about it. So I need to make a YouTube friend. I want to let go of shame, caring what other people think. I want to carry this achievement feeling I get when I post and am proud of the video and content. So yeah, I just need to remember how it feels when I put something out there that I'm proud of or that I'm like glad I've made, and not worry about what other people might think, because like, it's my social media. I can do whatever I want. Okay, so let's go back to what I wrote initially in January. Surprisingly at peace, trusting the process and the universe fully, trying to prioritize what comes first to me by nature. Creativity, inspiration, friends, family, trying to make my inner world a bit clearer to myself. Curious what's to come, but not focusing too much on it, because I will not chase, I will attract. I guess this was my intention for in the beginning of the year, to like not chase, but attract what I wanted. This doesn't mean I'm not going to be putting work into it. I'm definitely going to be putting work, and I have been, but I'm kind of trusting the universe that it will bring me what is already meant to come for me. And I feel like because it has been feeling so good to try new things this beginning of the year, I want to go deeper into the second half, go even harder on it basically. Okay, so I think I'm gonna be going through the vision board that I have here. So this is what I initially did in the beginning of the year. Let's start from the left, top left corner. So here I kind of have like my health intentions. I have a yoga, I have like home workouts, I have running. So basically, well, I tried to run. I did it for a while. I kind of fell off a little bit, but I was really proud of myself for sticking to it for so long. Well, I think I did for like 5 weeks, but I really want to carry on doing it. But it's been so hot here in London that it's like really hard for me to leave the house when I don't have to leave the house. So I have been taking a break from it, but I do intend on going back to running because I did feel quite a lot of pros to it. It's quite hard in the beginning, but once your body starts to get used to it, you start feeling the progress, you start feeling a lot better, like health-wise. And I feel like it did help with my energy levels. I feel like I became a bit more energetic, which I tend to be very lethargic. I also took my supplements. I need to get back to that again. Then what do I have? There's a picture of me in Portugal with my family. That flower picture is when I went on like a picnic with my friend here in London. That's me and my boyfriend in Portugal. And then kind of just symbolic images of where I wanted to be and the things I wanted to do. So we went to south of France. We went to Lake Annecy this year. So I did do a few things that I wanted to do. I went on a lake holiday, which I don't have here on the vision board, but I really wanted to do. So we can check that off the list. We did some hiking. So it was in the middle of mountains. So I feel like this image of the mountains have come true. Same with the flying, like the plane image. I've traveled the most I have ever traveled in the space of like a month. Went to Portugal, went to Cape Verde, went to France and Switzerland because we went to Geneva, and then from Geneva went to France. So we got to explore a little bit of Geneva before we got on the plane. It was very little, but we still got to see a little bit of the town. And then on the right side at the top, I kind of have like the hobby area. I have a camera, sewing machine, a phone videoing something. So yeah, just basically content creation and diving into hobbies and things I'm interested in. I don't have a sewing machine yet, but I would love to get one. Maybe in the next coming months. Again, I need to be responsible with money. I might try to get like a secondhand one, but imagine all the things I could do with a sewing machine, because like I know how to sew. Well, I haven't done it in a long time. I feel like I need to like remember how to, but I could make my own wardrobe. Like imagine I could just build my own thing. That's probably going to be one of the goals for like the year after, like 2027. What else? Yeah, I have here some drawings. I haven't been drawing that much, so I feel like I haven't really reached that area in the vision board, but I have baked. What else do I have? Someone do a self-care and reading a book. I have been doing like audiobooks, but I want to do like actual real books. I looked into Kindle and Kobos, like the ebooks, but I don't know if I would want to go for that. I've seen like conflicting reviews of the Kindle, so we'll see. I think for now I might have to just stick to going to the library. Only once I'm like an avid reader, I think I should get one of those Kindles. Journaling. Yeah, I've been good with journaling. Not in the last couple months though, but after I'm caught up, I think I need to like be a little bit more strict and have it as like end of the month resetting practice. I haven't gone to a pottery class, but I really want to go to one. And then on the bottom left is kind of this is me like kind of trying to achieve things that are quite far away. So this is me really dreaming, you know? We have a really nice house, driver's license, and a car, money, a new job. And I kind of have like this like room, which kind of looks like a studio. It's kind of me envisioning what my own room workspace would, like my ideal one would look like. Probably not like this. I feel like I need to redo it. I feel like it's important to have things that you know are not realistic on your vision board, because it kind of makes you, what do they say? It's like aim for the stars, land on the moon. It's right? What else do I have here? Build good habits, rise and grind. I'm exactly where I need to be. Make it happen. And I'm grateful. Yeah, it's just reminders really. And then on the left side, I kind of have like some images. This is was just for the vibes of like materials that I was into and colors. Just like a dark red, a baby dusty blue, and the cream color. And then I have like pearls, something related to the ocean and pearls, and which is quite feminine. And then we have something metallic, which is a little bit more edgy. But yeah, this is what I have on the vision board. But we're gonna redo this one. I think I need to like take a few things out, add a few things in. So yeah, keep watching and I'll show you how I do my vision board as well. What I'm gonna do is just look through it and see what has come true and remove that from the vision board, looking for new images so we can align with the adjustments that I did in my plans for this next half of the year. So I'm gonna be looking for apartment pictures. I always wanted to live in a high rise, but I don't know if that's actually gonna work because, you know, London is very expensive. But we got a dream. Just try to pick whatever speaks to you and like whatever vibe and energy you kind of want for the image that you're trying to manifest. Here I'm just looking on Pinterest for like an image of a library, because I also want to make that a habit this next few months. I do want to read more, and I want to just like go on solo date, just find interesting things in the library. So that's what I'm gonna be looking at. I also wanted to make cooking like a practice as well. I wanted to enjoy cooking and like come up with new recipes and ideas and just learn more. So yeah, I plan on having more fun cooking things and baking things. So hopefully in the new flat, let's try to manifest that as soon as possible. I can't wait to move. And yeah, I think I'm just going to change the picture. There's a lot of things that I still kept in the vision board, like the new job. We still want to move into a new place, so that's still in there. I do wish to drive at some point, but I'm not sure if that's going to be this year or next year, but I'm still gonna keep it in the vision board. On the workout area here in like health and fitness area, I'm just gonna keep this because it's something that I need a reminder to keep working at it, because I feel like I haven't been able to make it like a proper routine just yet. Yeah, I think that makes up the, I guess, refreshing of the vision board for this second half of the year. Let's see what actually comes true and what becomes a habit. I definitely need to put in effort and work into maintaining things, but having a vision board as like the background of my computer, having it printed on my journal definitely helps as a reminder. It's good to have a visual representation of what you're working towards and what brings you joy, what you're aiming to become and to experience. If you're reminded of it every day, you're more likely to stay disciplined and to actually work towards it. Let's dive in deeper into our hobbies, into our relationships, into our work. That is it for the vision board. So the second half of the year doesn't really need like a full revamping. I just need to focus on the things that I need to give more attention to and stick to things that I know that are good for me. So yeah, I think I just need to keep doing what I've been doing and yeah, keep ignoring the negative voices in my head and just like trust my instinct, trust the things that make me feel good, and keep having these conversations with myself as well, and time alone to really center myself and reflect on the past months, reflect on what the goals are, what the intentions are. And I feel like in this way, I'll be able to reach the end of the year in a very positive way, in a very like accomplished energy and feeling. So yeah, if you already started, just keep committing to it. Whatever it is that you're working on, go find whatever you wrote in January. If you did any like end of year reset, or if you did any like 2026 goals, go find what you wrote, look through it, and assess where you are now in August. And yeah, just kind of recalibrate where your energy and intention should go into for the next few months. I would love to know what were your intentions in January. So if you feel comfortable, feel free to put down on the comments. I would love to read through them, just to see like what other people are working on or working towards on themselves. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on another video. Bye.